Have you ever been hurt by somebody and you just can't let that hurt go? Or maybe you've messed up in a big way and you just can't forgive yourself. Today's episode is all about grace and forgiveness. How we can forgive those who've hurt us, forgive ourselves, all because God first forgave us. Every time we mess up, the Bible calls it sin, which basically means falling short of perfection. And we all know none of us is perfect. And those screw-ups, those mess-ups often leave us feeling really guilty. I think of it kind of like a rock in a backpack. And every time it keeps getting heavier and heavier because of that guilt and feeling bad for what we've done. And all of a sudden we have this huge backpack full of heavy feelings. And we have to carry that around and try and do life with it. And it becomes really hard. But the thing is that what Jesus has done for us on the cross is he's actually died to take the punishment for our sin. So he takes off this heavy backpack and instead he gives us this light one. And it's something totally different. It doesn't have any rocks in it. It doesn't have any guilt or any sin. All it has is an invitation to do this journey with him. And suddenly it's an adventure and it's about what we can see and do and experience with Jesus by our side. So let's not weigh ourselves down with unforgiveness, but instead choose to accept the grace that he's offered. So what happens when somebody hurts our feelings, when they sin against us? It's really easy in that situation to want to get back at them or hold that against them. We think that somehow we're punishing them if we don't forgive, but the truth is we're really punishing ourselves. Because what we do in that situation is we actually trade in this light backpack, our relationship with Jesus, and start carrying around the weight of their sin. And that's just crazy because we already know that Jesus paid the price so that we don't have to carry a heavy weight. But when we say no to unforgiveness and yes to grace, we don't have to carry the heavy weight of someone else's sin, and instead we can walk in freedom with him. There's 3 things we want to leave you with today. First is a question to ask God. Take some time later today and ask him to show you one person that you need to forgive. And remember, forgiveness is an everyday thing. Sometimes we got to do it over and over again till it really sinks in. The second is a step to take. Get out a piece of paper and a pen and write down all of the things that you think you're gaining by holding on to unforgiveness. Maybe you feel like you have power over a person or you're able to punish them in some way. And then ask God to show you how he sees it. And the last is a resource. The book Grace for the Good Girl by Emily P. Freeman. So how does our perspective change on the topic of forgiveness when we remember that we're daughters of God? Well, all of a sudden, it becomes more about our Father taking care of us than us needing to take care of ourselves. When someone hurts us and we try and get revenge, we're trying to take God's place. But we know that our Father's looking out for us, and he says that it's his job to deal with their sin. And it's also his job to deal with ours, so let's not hold on to unforgiveness against ourselves either. You're his child, and he loves you, and he sees you through the blood of Christ.